Alright, so my friends, welcome. No guests today. That's right, I'm trying to work myself back in. I'm, kind of slowly getting myself back on track, which is very exciting. Definitely not there yet, but I'm able to sit for a couple hours at a time now at the computer, which is great, so we can play some freaking Magic, which is what we want to do, right? Yeah. Let's play some Magic, alright? And I'll be playing, of course, over the next, few days. I'm going to do a rebrew for the Ponza deck. We got a Mog Monday coming up, which is very exciting. Freshly brewed and stuff, but I wanted to play a deck that went 5-0 in a league on Magic Online that looked really, really cool. This is a Jeskai control deck. Played a lot of Jeskai control in Modern back in the day. Using a bunch of new cards here. I guess just 3, but they're big ones. Shiko, Paragon of the Way, a new dragon, 4/5 Flying Vigilance, so Super Sarah Angel. And when it ETBs, you exile target non-land card mana value through your less from your graveyard, copy it, and then cast the copy for free. So, kind of like a Mondo Snapcaster Mage. Very powerful card. Obviously, casting a card like Stock Up makes this the literal best Muldrifter of all time, which is really, really good. I'm a little concerned with the actual count of hits for this, given that, Get Lost is one of them. It's Get Lost, Lightning Helix, Stock Up, that's it. Aside from one cheeky copy of 3 Blind Mice, which is really cool. So if you copy 3 Blind Mice, the Saga enters and makes a 1/1. And then next turn, Chapter 2, you can make a token that's a copy of 3 Blind Mice and just keep doing it over and over and over again, which is really cool. Honestly, it'd be kind of fun to see that be a little more of the main feature of a deck rather than just being a little side wing condition, but pretty cool. And, rule spells, counter spells, Dispelling Exhale, really, really good card, obviously, as far as dragons go. Another good dragon card here is Meringue River Regent, which is a instant speed Sift, or a 6/7 double bounce dragon finisher, which is an awesome control card. I think that Sift, instant speed Sift is almost playable by itself in standard, so this card's really, really good. And one big time Jeskai Revelation, kind of like a cool ultimatum card. So I don't like Fatal Passage at all.
Still a piece of garbage.
I love the Verge mana base. Probably rather just see a few more tap lands. This is gonna be a tap land a lot of time anyway. But yeah, pretty cool. Sideboard's got a lot of cards you'd expect, Tidebinder, Lightning Helix, Negate, Liege, Jace, Flanker, etc. So that's the deck, and let's give it a spin and get right to the games. Brought to you by Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard, that's right, and of course Ultimate Guard, my wonderful storage accessory sponsor. Listen, I'm rusty, folks. All right, I'm really, really rusty on streaming. I don't know where my buttons are. I don't know how to do my ad reads anymore, but Ultimate Guard's still great despite that. So, of course, check them out wherever fine Magic products are sold near you or on their website. Check out their booths and events. Check out their stream where they do coverage as well as having all their sponsored creators on. Phenomenal company. Very proud to work with them. Check out ultimateguard.com. Check them out. I think I salvaged that ad read, right? I think I maybe salvaged that one. Chat coming out with me. Let's play a little Jeskai control here. New Virgin. Red, white is our mana base without a basic. Most of our 7-drop. This is a pretty sketchy hand, folks. It's funny how it's like 4 or 3 multicolored lands and 4 spells, but it's actually our 1/7 drop and 3/4 drops and bad mana. So we're gonna mulligan this, unfortunately, which kind of stinks. But Nathan reset, thanks so much. Mono reset, thanks so much. Much better. We got our mice and our Shiko. Unfortunately, we have another Verge hand again.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
This time we have white, red. That's fine because we have Helix too, but we're gonna keep this. Just go Helix on 3 and mice on 4. And by the time this thing pops off, we should be able to get the Shiko in and get it, so that's kind of cool. Looking forward to that. Braden, resub, thanks so much. Appreciate everyone's support. Obviously on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, support the content. Here on Twitch, the follow button. We just hit 75,000 followers on Twitch, overnight, which is really, really cool. I would love to do something to celebrate that, but, circumstances and stuff, but it's really, really cool. So, Opponent Mulligans also, and let's just get this thing rolling here. I am happy to be back a little bit, so I appreciate your support. Mountain Go. All right, well, we got a nice Lightning Helix on tap with my Mountain and my Plains. Red. All right, so you play a 2/2 Haster, and we'll kill it. We're very close to 70k on YouTube as well, yes. Things are going good, despite all the kind of rough stuff that's happened, still doing pretty good, so. All right, we draw. We got Verge Tron. We got Riverfire Verge, Flood Farm Verge, and Sunbillow Verge. Unfortunately, still no blue, but So the downside of the mice card, of course, is that if they kill the mouse, it doesn't do anything because it doesn't have nothing to copy. But we're just going to play it, make them deal with it, and then get the Shiko in. If they choose to cast like a Burst Light in this turn and not a 3-drop, it's really good for us still. And we kind of want to just get this in the bin. So, especially with the Sifs too. I feel like this deck could have gone deeper on the mice thing. So, draw another. All right. Well, let's try and copy our mouse here. I think it was very foolish of them to let me untap. But whatever, I guess. There's your Burst Lightning, sure. So unfortunately, we literally can't cast a spell. We just have white, 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 red. Once we draw a duel, we can cast everything, but... And here is the Screaming Nemesis. Alright, so... We draw a Get Lost. We can cast that. So, we're going to Get Lost. Really sucks. Get Lost is so freaking bad against Mono Red.
Still a piece of garbage.
It's just a billion triggers for their Hardfire hero. But we're going to kill the Nemesis. I think we're going to kill it now so they can't, like, Burst Lightning in response. Which kind of sucks, but... We got to stay alive here, so... What's up, Lord Draken? Koretsky, how about Ovi? Really, really cool. Nicole and her parents were both at the Islanders game where Ovechkin scored his 895th goal. Let's hear it to Ovechkin, breaking the unbreakable record for all your hockey fans. They hit the land too. Oh my God, they're just hitting everything here.
No, you can't. Don't even try.
Casting spells here, maybe? Probably not. Alright. Alright, Hired Claws on top. We take a bunch of damage here. It's been a pretty rough game. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
It's unbelievable. Nicole's friend has season tickets, and then Nicole's parents won them in the Chinese auction. Nicole's parents were considering selling, but they decided just to go. And I'm very glad they did, too. That's a really, really cool thing. They're going to target the hero, not the challenger. We're so dead here. Oh, my God. All right, well, this was not a very fun game, to be totally honest. Right, there we go. Awesome. Right on time. So, yeah, we're just going to concede and go to the next game, I guess. I've definitely played more fun games. Welcome back to the stream, Jim. Alright, so we're going to bring in Beza, split up Lightning Helix. We're going to cut the 7-mana spell. We're going to cut... Do you want the mice thing? Probably not against them. I think 3 steps is also a little sketchy too. We don't want negate, I don't think. Flankers are like pretty bad. This was fine. This should be a good matchup for us, I would assume. We can like actually cast spells, so... Alright. On the play. Yeah, the Verges are really weird. Ah, that's fantastic. Okay. Where, like, we had all 3 Verges, but none of them naturally tap for blue, because, like, it's just so awkward that they, like, each Verge is, like, a base color. It's, like, such a weird thing for a dual land to have. We'll look at it again. This time we can cast our spells. Oh. No, sort of. We still don't have any blue. Alright. Sure. So dip this thing. This also comes in tap too, so, alright. We're having some issues here, but I think it's okay. Here's a Hardfire hero, sure. We're just going to cast our Lightning Helix.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix!
There we go. Alright, 22 life. Here's the Heartfire hero. Okay, we got our Day of Judgment lined up for turn 4. Alright. That one will be on. We are almost there. Play the Plains next turn. It turns on our lands. So we get to Wrath them and then play a Dragon for a Helix, which is really good. Oh yeah, this is it. Okay, folks, we're taking a hit here, but I think we're gonna be okay. That was the wrong button. You see, I'm rusty, folks. I'm rusty. All right, it's, you know, got to get back into the flow of things. Alright, so 14 life, about to cast the Dragon for a Lightning Helix, which is pretty good. I don't like that. Alright, is this thing worth it? I don't know. This was 5-0 to League. This had been out for like an hour when this was 5-0 to League, so understandable that the mana base might be perfect. There are, you know, a decent amount of Scrylands here, but we're going to kill a Nemesis and just like gain the 3 life and then accept that we're not going to gain any more life this game. So back to 11, and it's a 4/5 flying vigilance. Unfortunately, again, like we don't have any more things to flash back. So like that's kind of a concern, you know. I feel like this list is a little light on flashback stuff. But yeah, this deck should definitely just have more. Deck should definitely have more surveillance. What's up, Imagine? You got 2 kids now, damn. So like again, I guess we could surveil this. What's it? Stock up, please. Stock up. We get a Beza. That was a gain life anyway. Actually, I'm just gonna guess this. Whatever. We're just gonna play some idiots and say go. Beza probably won't be great here because we can't gain life, but they have more cards in hand than us, which will still draw cards. Kind of cool. All right, so card's good. Definitely a really good card. 4 5s. Fly me to the moon. Probably should have put the land first. That was stupid, but whatever. So we're going to ETB and just draw a card. Can't gain life. We draw a Day of Judgment. Not ideal on this board. That's fine. Obviously, we're looking pretty good here. Got a pretty good clock in play. Damn. That is aggressive. What do you got, friend? Do your worst. Looking for a stock up. We have a lot of card draw in this deck. We have 4 stock up, 4 of the Sift Dragon. So we're really just looking to draw one of our card draw spells. Alright, so Monstrous Rage, no problem. And did it.
Bingo!
God, that feels nice. Alright, another Beza, a Helix, or a Dragon. Let's take the Helix and the Dragon. Fantastic. And now we have attack. Helix their next play, and then play Dragon and Helix again. Snapcaster Lightning Bolt, you know, just a different kind of way. I'm just going to shoot them. Let's get this game over with. Stock Up is probably the best card in Day of the Drift. Yeah, like, Stock Up is just like a preposterously good card. They got a 5. Oh, I'll just Stock Up here, actually. Maybe casting that Helix is a little ambitious, but let's just get Stock Up. We should get a Helix and something else, right? Cast it, yeah. Free Stock Up, please. We're doing it. I'll take a Get Lost and a Stock Up. Fantastic. Looking pretty good here. We say go. 10 life. Seems pretty inassailable. They go like end step Lightning Strike, Lightning Bolt. Well, I guess they could have a, if they have a Lynx, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. We could die. Oh my god, man. They're gonna go land Lynx 100%. 110%. My finger's on the button already. I did call Lynx best in show for red in my set review. It took a little while to come to fruition, but Lynx has been a format-defining card, I feel like, in these red decks. Here's a Manifold Mouse. Okay. Yeah, so we cannot gain life thanks to our Screaming Nemesis. So we're gonna win. Best defense is a good offense. Yeah, definitely have Lynx in hand, 100%. So we might actually want Tidebinder as a way to counter the Lynxes. Or 3 steps ahead. It's funny, I don't think that like Day is actually that good against them. Kinda is. We kinda want to like 1-for-1 with their stuff. It's kind of 3 steps. Bring like 2 Tidebinders and cut like maybe a Day. Yeah, I should cut one of these, the bigger dragons. Chat wanted to cut Get Lost in sideboarding, and I kind of agree because that card is Stains, but the way the deck is built, we just can't cut a 2-mana removal spell. So, all right, you see, this is what I was saying about these Fabled Passages. Fabled Passages is just absolute ass. This card is just horrendous. These should just be Scrylands because like this is gonna happen so often where it's gonna be a tap land anyway. It might as well be a tap land that taps for 2 colors and scries too, right? You know, so we're gonna keep this, but so we need a Plains to turn on both of our Verges. All right. Is Lynx better than the Mice? I guess not. No. Was Lynx in Bloomborough? All All right, we drew one of these. Cool, so that's fun. All right, so second Beza is a bit much, I think. Gonna ship that. Every dual land in the entire deck turns on all of our verges. Like this is the way you build your mana bases for 3 colors. If you're not a fast deck, you want to have multi-typed dual lands and verges. Unfortunately, the tri-lands don't do that, which is a huge bummer. But all right, so we're gonna kill this now. So let's tap out. Say go. Yeah, turning on the verges is a really, really big deal. It's kind of like the old like shock buddy land mana bases. All right, so we're at a pretty comfortable 18. Nemesis is pretty annoying. Damn, man. All right, we're just gonna leave up Tidebinder and say go. Not ideal. We're gonna be able to kill Nemesis, you know, without having to deal damage to it. What's up, Panthro? Thanks for the resub. I'm doing a little. I mean, thanks for saying hi. Doing a little better. Well, it's Tiebinder this, which is nice. And also it removes the life gain ability too. It's kind of gas. So now I can Beza and gain some life. Cool. I will get life, and that is it. But still really good, I think. So up to 16. Say go. I guess the only plus for these that gets basics for links, I guess, but it's still pretty sketchy. Lord freaking Tupperware with the Ray. Let's hear for Lord Tupperware, who's going to be our guest on the Bronze the Mythic channel this Friday. And Lord Tupperware, one half of Lords Unlimited, one of the few pieces of Magic content that I actually consume on a regular basis. What the hell is this? And that's with no. Basically, the only Magic content I consume is Limited Podcast, and Lords Unlimited is one of the best. So if you're a Limited player, check that out. Hey Toots, you walked over here and I gotta say hi to everyone.
Hi, yeah, I'm checking out the calendars. I'm doing YouTube work because we're getting back to normal in this house.
We're trying.
We're trying, real hard.
This sucks. All right, so we're gonna. Oh my god. Gross. All right, this is really bad for us, but we're probably gonna lose. Witchstalker Frenzy.
How about them islands?
Yeah, so now we're at 8, and I can't gain life. Case. That's a pretty good card to have as your literal last card. We're in trouble. So we can cast this thing. Yeah, I definitely have some complaints about how this deck is built, which we'll discuss in the outro. I gotta guess Tidebinder, I guess. That's better. That's better than a random Helix, probably. I can't gain life. Yeah, probably, but she did Lord Tupperware. Yeah, you cycled that. She told me you cycled that Wrath.
One Wrath.
Yeah,
and so I was like, here's a Wrath.
Yeah.
Like,
the old best of 3. That doesn't happen in old Bronze the Mythic, but good old best of 3.
I was so happy. I was like, I played so good, and then I thought I played good at least. But because I queued up with you, and I'm like, this is how my day's gonna go, huh? It's like this is a. But GG's, my friend.
It's not looking good, folks. Not looking good indeed. We're at 8. We got some hasties here too. So we take 4. Man, yeah. I think that like we gotta find some better kill spells. It sucks though because like Ride's End is usually the typical like good 2-mana removal spell, but like that does not work with Shiko, so I kind of get that. But all right, I think we lost this match in deck building. I think it's fine. Obviously, it's like, you know, brand new format and so on and so forth. So brand new format versus like this one of the stock best decks in the format. It's totally fine. On the play. Would also help to draw functional opening hand. That'd be pretty sweet too. What's up, Harris? All right. Well, this is it. We want the Surveil land and the Verges. So we're gonna keep this. Bunch of 4s. I don't have the Day of Judgment. Just keep the Beza and the Regent. What's up, Avowin? I'm doing a little better. I can sit at my computer for a few hours now without feeling horrible. I'll definitely be laying down come 6:30 though. We draw a dragon. Sure. So the region can help put things in the graveyard. The Verge would help do that too, you know. Little Domain here. This is great. This is good to see this deck against all the top decks. This is really good. So now we're playing against Domain. All right, Forest. Forest and nothing. No beans, no Overlord. That is pretty cool. We do have a Plains or an Island in play. Unfortunately, I'm just best to draw a card, right? Like, get some pressure on. Standard is not a great spot for counterspells. It's a good new counterspell here. It's this Dispelling Exhale. It's a quench. If you reveal a dragon, it's a counterspell 4. They cycle a Pest Control. Cool. It's not really us, you know.
Here comes the money.
All right, we just stock. I was literally just about to say, once again, we have dragon, nothing to do with it. We just stock up, so that's kind of awesome. So let's get stock up. Let's leave up a blue, I guess. I guess on white too, right? Stock it up. Another counterspell. Cool. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Alright. Just say go. Forest Island. Maybe they are just like a ban control deck. Or Cyclone is pest control. Maybe not, I guess. It's probably just Domain, but. Alright. They've been a Verge. They ain't doing much. Draw another Beza. Beza now would be still plus a card. Awesome. Still the counterspell up too. Also awesome. Scared of those ones, you know. Pest control is really good against mono red and all of the bounce decks. This is pretty sweet. Yeah, Thundering Falls is what I was saying. You just gotta get that first typed land in play, and all your Verges turn on. It's a good place to be. So upstairs. Ain't going anywhere else. If we draw a land, we can cast our dragon. Awesome. Alright. And they're going to cast Leyline Binding. That is fine. We have Get Lost also, so sure. That's fine. Let that happen. And we're going to go land. The interesting question here is, do I want to copy the Helix or the stock up? We do want to just end this game. But, and our hand's pretty made, honestly. What's up, Ferrix? The Daughters of Ferrix. Ferrix, whatever. We're definitely the beatdown. They missed the land drop. They're not double white either. We really want to counter over next play. So we have 2 counter spells also. Like we're pretty gassed up. I just can't not take this thing. We can just draw another Helix, you know? Cast stock up. Jeskai Revelation is kind of insane. Return spell or permanent, deal 4 to monks, draw 2, gain 4, gas. Let's take that, and then probably just land. And just say go. We have counter your spell or end step get lost the binding. Magma Opus at home. This is the Jeskai Cruel Ultimatum. Note it is return, not counter, so we can counter an uncounterable thing or whatever. Analyze the pollen. That is fine. They get Plains, cast Sunfall or something like that, or Overlord or whatever. Day of Judgment. What do we say, folks?
Get off my plane.
Behold the Dragon, sure. Got to get Gentleman Behold back on the soundboard. So now they're at 17. We've got 5, 6, 7. We have 7 mana for the Revelation. Or we could Sift and counter, or Get Lost and counter. We could Sift, Get Lost, and counter if I play land. I also have I have these maps too. The question is like, do I want a map or not? 2 other non-land burns there in his hand. I mean, we're very close to just killing them if we just Revelation. Alright, sure. Alright. Let's just attack. If they're going to play an Overlord or something like that, we'll just put it back in their hand. And we'll deal 4, make some monks, and just try and kill them next turn, I guess. They surveil. You could also just counter Sift, so, or counter Get Lost. Day of Judgment again. I think I'm pretty average counter. What's Revelation? For you. Oh my god.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
I was targeting the monk, actually. Doesn't really matter, but this game is over. Ollie with the raid too. Thanks, Ollie. Appreciate it. Ollie, also one of our guests. It's good to have a lot of great friends in the community. I'm very, very fortunate. So, Ollie's video went up yesterday, yep, and it was Ollie's style too. Give Ollie the ramp deck. No, what did it say?
It was like, you know, a streamer refuses to play
Yeah.
cards less than 3 mana and wins and keeps winning or
Yeah.
something like that.
So I have this like vidIQ plugin for YouTube, right? Where it like suggests like titles and stuff for videos. And Ollie, for your video, the suggested title was, "This streamer won't play cards less than 3 mana and still wins anyway," or whatever, or something like that. It must have pulled from what like the AI from what I was saying in the video intro or whatever. So it was really, really funny. Like it was just like, you know, it's like that, you know, this streamer and wins anyway in all capital letters with like an exclamation point. It was really, really funny. So if you missed that one, go watch it. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jim, pro Magic player, full-time content creator. Hi there, hello, welcome. Let's get a shout out to Ollie in chat. If you don't follow Ollie, you're dumb. Ollie's great. And let's also sideboard here. They're playing Domain. So some Jaces, some Tidebinders, some Negates. Cut the Day of... Cutting Day is right? Yeah. The Helixes can go to... The problem is, like, now we're really low on good things to flash back with Shiko again, which is really weird. Like, I don't even know if Jace is good against that. Are we gonna, like, win that fight? Like, I feel like we're more of just, like, an aggro deck, you know? Blind Mice thing is... It's pretty cool. Yeah, we have, like, nothing to flash back anymore without these Helixes, you know? Maybe we should need to leave some Helixes in. Our Bezes aren't... And Bez is not great. We're on the draw, so Bez is a lot worse also. So maybe we just cut these entirely, leaving the Helixes. I'm not convinced these Jaces are actually good. I'm also not convinced that these Get Lost are good either, because they're usually horrible. But let's try this. Alright. Yeah, we can work with this. Alright, so we can find some lands. Just a nice blue-white control hand here. I hate it, but we need lands, so it's a bummer. The only good news is, by putting it in the graveyard, it makes our first dragon really good, so... Alright, well, they got the beans, so let's draw an untap land here. We did. Alright, well, I absolutely abhor this play, but it is necessary. They get their 2-for-1 with the beans and the maps. Alright, no double green. Looking for a land. That's not a land. We've been to really good cards. It should be very, very obvious that we're desperate for lands. Just couldn't take out those pest controls, huh? Alright, you got it.
Suppose you think that was terrible.
Maybe it'll be good this game. Alright, let's counter this Overlords. Awesome. What's a song with the word exhale in it? I feel like I have a song with the word exhale in it in my head, and I can't think of what it would be. So we're gonna counter or sift. Jace is not like only 1 or 2 Jace isn't enough. I don't think it's enough of a plan, you know. And they got nothing. They have no land or anything else. Sick. So let's cast our Coil and catch our Omen. Rain Revelation. We draw 3 lands, which is actually pretty excellent. Let's dump this Plains. Whitney Houston Exhale. Playing some standard. Inside Out. Find nothing but faith in your hand. I don't know where the word exhale is in that song, but I guess the word exhale is probably in a lot of songs, right? What's up, Plains here? And say go. Counterspell up. I guess we can't kick the cryptic command by playing this parlor, but we got lucky, so it doesn't matter. Alright, well. Waiting to exit. Yeah, that's the song I was thinking of, the Prodigy song. Breathe. That song actually represents like the first bit of like musical I guess like taste or whatever I experienced as a child. I was like, 10 when that song came out or whatever. And I remember watching the music video on MTV and my mom coming in and being like, what is this? All he's doing is yelling. And my little kid brain is like, oh yeah, mom knows best. But I'm also like, this is kind of cool. I kind of like this. Like, maybe my parents don't know everything about everything, So that song holds a nice special place in my heart. Alright, so we can activate our Horsey Mountain Monastery till the end of your next turn. You can play the card. Sure. Let's try that. We had a land. Cool. I'm the fire starter. Twisted fire starter. Hey! We draw another land? Alright, we've drawn a few many lands now at this point, but... Alright, so they discarded Traxa. They only actually have one land type in play. They can't even play a 4-mana Binding, which is kind of sick. Us to be resub, thanks so much. 8 lands in a row. I'm not even mad about it. It's like fine. We just cast Jace, I guess, and like probably just mill them and draw a card. I don't think we're trying to like deck them with this Jace, so drawing both Jaces early makes that really weird, so we'll just like take some cards. Mill over Binding, Cavern Beans. We draw a dragon, which is awesome. And we just have counter spells and dragons. Dragon for stock up, we dumped in earlier, awesome. Amy with the raid. Everyone's doing the nice raids today. Thanks. It's everyone who's raided me today has been a guest on my channel also, which is so cool. Hi folks, how you doing? My name is Jim, and I'm a recovering pro Magic player and full-time content creator. I'm doing a little bit better, and all Amy's folks, welcome. You don't follow Amy, you're dumb. Amy's freaking great, and Amy was a guest on my channel like last week. Did some Brawl, which Amy's very well known for, which is awesome, and yeah, shit, awesome. I love you all. Thanks so much. All right, we're just gonna do the mill thing again and draw some cards. All right, we draw a Sift. So we're just gonna play a dragon, right? Play dragon with counter spells up. Yeah, this is great. Them missing a bunch of land drops, obviously, is like, a lot of what this game's been about. But if I had to play a standard tournament to win this weekend, what would I play? I have no idea. I've only played like maybe 15 games of new standard. So put 2 of these in our hand. Sure. And we'll just say go. Yeah, I like almost feel bad for them. Then I remember that they're playing Domain. And it all just melts away. Alright, on the play. We got mana. We can keep. I'm the fire starter. It's been a nightmare. Yes, it is getting a little better though. So, and again, I forgot to mention this earlier. I'm sorry, folks, but I want to remind everyone I'm still on track. I think I'm going to be able to attend this event, the Cool Stuff Con in Orlando. That's next weekend. The whole family's going. We're making a little vacation out of it, which Nicole sorely needs, and I think I'm gonna be able to do it. So, hope to see you there. No, this is not a command fest. This is a Cool Stuff Con. There is no cost to walk in the door. There's an RCQ every day, so it's for competitive players too, as well as there's a command fest also. So you want to come in and say hi. This is literally the best chance to get things signed by me or say hi to me or whatever. Most events I'm usually at, I'm playing a Pro Tour or whatever else, and I'm super busy. This event, I'm literally only there to say hi to everyone and bullshit and meet and greet and play games with folks. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I would say at this point, I am over 90% to attend. So Doc gave the all clear. Doc basically said that at this point in my recovery process, there's no danger of me like injuring anything. It's basically just the amount of pain that I can tolerate. So, sounds like an all clear to me, you know? Alright, it's Underground Flood Farm Verge. This is not a Pixie deck because they're playing a Verge mana base, so that's certainly interesting. I guess we'll stock up. They counter each of a dragon, so... No, this is just a coincidence. We're probably gonna go to Universal for a day, maybe. We'll see how I'm feeling, but I'm pretty happy with Land Dragon here. Yeah, Nicole made these for one of our Disney trips. It says "Turned Down for Walt" on it. It's actually a really comfortable shirt, which is why I'm wearing it. I'm not a big Walt Disney fan, so don't tell Nicole. Helpful Hunter. What is going on here? All right. I mean, Bezo wouldn't actually do anything but be a 4/5. But, like, if I just draw cards, then untap and Shiko and draw cards, which are, like, going to discard the hand size. Yeah, I think we just play this freaking Beza. It's not very... Oh, I'm sorry, they just have a card. We draw a card. Beza's so good. Like, a 4/5 that draws a card, that's like the floor of this card. It's so good. Youngling 8 puts up my friend next 3 sub. Until I get 10,000 feet and the pain starts. Listen, I mean, we can just talk about worst case scenarios if you want to, you know. I'm trying to go to this event for my job and for my folks who want to see me at this event, so I'm doing my best. Positive attitude. Legion of to Ashes. They're gonna exile Beza. Sure, it's obviously a great exchange for us. We just drew a card off of it. We draw stock up. So I play a dragon and I stock up. We're gonna be like discarding the hand size again. I mean, whatever. Sure. I am not going to Denver now. Cool Stuff Fest, Cool Stuff Con. Sorry, next weekend. I wanted to go to Denver really badly, but it is not possible. I'm not able to do that, so there'll be no Denver for me. All right, cast stock up. We can discard Blind Mice, which kind of gas, actually. Let's take the Blind Mice in the counterspell. So we'll discard Blind Mice for the next Shiko. Am I going to Vegas in the Magic Con? I don't know yet. I'm not queued for the Pro Tour, unfortunately. But there is a decent chance that I go anyway. I did get accepted into the creator program for Vegas, which is cool because I don't usually get WotC stuff. But that being said, I don't know if that's in the cards or not. So we'll see. That is a maybe on my side. All right, just leave a counterspell. State Judgment. They're playing some sort of weird like Esper bounce deck, but it's like not a Pixie deck. It looks like because I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Who knows? But they played a lot of weird cards so far. Gonna take this kitty cat to the face here. Alright. I guess we'll sift. I mean, Omen. It's a lot of mana for 4 cards in hand. Alright, we will discard a Plains. And we draw Beza. Cool. I'm just going to cast Beza because I want to put something in play and not discard the hand size, so let's do that again. Gain 4 life here, too. Alright, I mean, we've got literally a handful of counter spells and card draw spells. I don't know how we can lose this game.
I'm in control here.
5 mana Elspeth is great, but I think it competes with the dragon in this deck, so I'll discuss this deck list when we're done with this game. It's a match, so I have a lot of things to say about it, so I think it could be vastly improved. What do you got, friend? There's no -4, right? So what does it mean to be on or off the Pro Tour? Qualified or not qualified? Unfortunately, I did poorly at the last Pro Tour, and I am out of qualifications, which makes me sad, but is what it is. Get out of here.
Get off my plane.
Sorry, friend. Beza lives. Lives to tell the tale. Stock up. Stock up, land. Man, stock up is... It's actually just dig through time. You know? Slant resub, hateful resub. I got some good things going for it. I kind of think this is fine. I'm just gonna end step activate this monastery. They just have nothing. Like they literally have 1 card in hand and my 7 cards in hand. Like we're just like done here, you know. Like this is just like already over.
Well, somebody stop the damn match! Enough's enough!
All right, so we'll monastery. Dragon is pretty damn good. Land, dragon. We have to do the blind mice thing too. Oh, this is gas. Don't concede, opponent. So we're gonna make a mouse token. Note that this is a copy of the saga. So next turn we can copy 3 blind mice. You can just keep doing it over and over again, which is really cool. Honestly, it might be worth like building an entire deck around rather than being like a one piece in the deck. You're already playing 4 of these. You can't play the uncommon triomes because you need the surveil land types to turn on all your verges. They mill over a pixie, which is not good enough. This is Elspeth out. Ooh, it's a lot of 5 drops though. I don't think you could play Elspeth and Shiko. So they're gonna scroll shift this nowhere to run. Trying to kill the mouse. I don't think they realize what's gonna happen yet. Yeah, they don't know what's happening, folks. They don't know what's going on here. Yeah. They're trying to kill the mouse, so I can't copy it. Little do they know I'm not planning on copying the mouse. Oh, maybe they just want to do that. Sure, that's fair, I guess. I kind of want them. I want to do this mouse thing. This is fine. I want this to happen. So I think my counter they're gonna scoop, and I want to do the mouse thing. So, all right. So upkeep.
On the machine!
Copy 3 blind mice. Make a mouse, and we are now infinite mice. Cast dog up. And let's get, I don't know, whatever. Counters pay 4, right? I have no dragons, actually, so let's take a dragon, too, sure. Take these 2. And we're just going to go face because we are discarded hand size. And we'll say go. And we are deeply, deeply, deeply in control of this game.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
At some point in the future, we will have 3 mice, yes. That is true. Count them. Count them.
I still only counts as 1!
They're going to cast a Beza. That would draw them a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. I'm not even going to draw off this. I'm going to leave out my counter spell. Oh, I wasn't done yet. I wanted to keep playing. All right, so some weird controlling pixie deck. I mean, I imagine they have Hopeless Nightmare, right? Beza is pretty good against Hopeless Nightmare, honestly. I'm gonna cut the expensive card. Cut the Day of Judgment or 2. Bring in the Lieges. Helixes seem only okay. Get Lost is just so freaking bad. I'm gonna cut some of these. Do I want some negates on Tidebinder? Tidebinder seems okay. Day seems pretty bad. Bring some chases, some negates, like 2 Tidebinders, and just cut something that's crappy. I mean, I think Get Lost is like literally the worst. So, I guess without the Wraths and the Get Lost, we actually like can't kill a 4/5. So we'll leave some of those in. Maybe just 1 Jace. Sure, let's try this. Opponent's playing a weird controlling bounce deck. We're gonna keep. Obviously, if they have a Hopeless Nightmare, leave us insane to have in your opener. We just need to draw land here, so. Alright, perfect. Perfect.
Bingo!
Just gotta have your first Scryland. Turn all the verges, good to go. Black-white. Bring on that Hopeless Nightmare. Or a little kitty cat. Alright, well, here we are. Drew land 3, so now this actually comes in untapped. Ghost Vacuum? Alright, I guess. I mean, sure. No dragon here to counter us with. I guess it's fine. What's up, Jack? Yeah, it's like kind of annoying, but sure. Like them paying 6 to sack this is like pretty real. Could just like kill this so they can't bounce it. Sure. Oh, they could have like the new Flash guy. That would suck. Whatever, it's fine. Just take one. That goes on the overlay courtesy of untap.gg. If I stock up, I have to discard a hand size. I'm an idiot. I should have cast the Helix. That was stupid. I knew I was casting stock up. Alright, I'm just gonna say go and not cast stock up. Whatever. That was sloppy, but whatever.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
A little lack of foresight on my part. I'm just check the one, see what they play here. Alright, we are now going to kill the Hunter and see what happens. They could scroll shift it or something like that, but whatever. Cool, sure. Alright, untap. We draw a Verge. So we could just like wait. Honestly, this vacuum's gonna beat us probably. We don't have a way to remove it, and they're just gonna like get a bunch of 1/1s off of it. It's gonna be pretty good. I have tie binders, I guess. I'm sorry, I have tie binders in my deck, right? We got 2 tie binders. Gotta find those. Alright, sure. Just gotta stock up. Looking for a tie binder. Stock up. I already have 2 counter spells. I don't want the Helix. Might just be lands. Yeah. Sure. Alright. Let's say go. They're gonna exile my spell. Sure. Let me draw a dragon. They call him a dragon. Alright. Just gonna say go. Too many cards in hand. Everybody! Give her my heals. Alright, so my dragon is merely a Sarah Angel. Duress me. It's funny, they can't take the dragon, which is kind of cool. Yeah, this is fine. Another somewhat formative song for me, because, like, if you just make the synths guitars, that song is heavy as hell. Like, that would have been like a Korn song, basically, back in the day. You know, like, they take the counterspell, sure. I mean, we're just going to cast this Sift here. What is going on? Found a tie binder. Awesome. So let's start a Fabled Passage. Draw another Verge. Sure. Yeah. I think we're just going to play this land and say go. They know about the Liege now, which is annoying, so... Exile spell, sure. Yeah. We're control deck, we're in no rush. Yeah, I think the dragon's awesome. The Sif Dragon. Like, Rain of Revelation's already just a really good card. The card was in Modern Horizons, but if it was in Standard, the card definitely would have seen play in Standard for sure, so... Korn's a knockoff Backstreet Boys. Heard it here first. If you exile 3 steps with the dragon, I think you have to pay for the spree. It's like kicker. I am not sure, but I think that is how it works. Get Lost. Get Lost does not destroy artifacts, so I think we're just. I mean, I agree we were likely to win that game, but sure, I guess it's cool, man. All right, so we went 2-1. This is again, this is a deck that S Pyromancer played to a 5-0 in a Magic Online League. This list is extremely rough. I think Fatal Passage is absolute dog water.
Still a piece of garbage.
Completely unplayable. I think that the archive, like, there's only 5 Surveil lands here. You just want to go turn 1 Surveil land every game and play Verges on tap for the rest of the game. So, like, this mana base does not accomplish that task. I think this deck is playing way too many Get Lost, which are terrible. And I think that the Dragon is great. There aren't enough things here to flash back reliably and proactively, I don't think. I like the Blind Mice thing, but I don't know if that's like a different path we want to go down. This is obviously more of a control deck than a combo deck. Stock Up's obviously great. The Counterspell is great. I like this Dragon. There's definitely a lot of cool things happening here. I think like Dragon Control could definitely be a deck. Like, there's like the 4 damage instant if you reveal a Dragon card. That's great also. I think you probably want some number of Get Lost, but 4 seems absurd. So I do think this deck definitely would need some work, but does seem to have potential, as, you know, verdicted by the 2-1 record. So pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty good, actually. Pretty powerful card. So cool. More to go on stream. You two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.